the samba.
So,
Hi Simmers and welcome back to Catherine Sims. I'm Catherine. Today we're going to do a renovation of another home that I saw on YouTube from another small YouTube channel. This one was by a YouTuber and simmer called Dikkiedoodah. I saw him do a speed build on his page and I thought the house was really inspiring. While I was watching him, firstly, he's so adorable, you guys. He does a lot of the creative sim videos that are just some of the cutest things. So he had a speed build that he tried to do, and the video was the most adorable thing. I swear to goodness, everything was going wrong and he just took it in stride like a champion. But I was super inspired by the home that he built, and I was thinking that I might be able to make some renovations to it. I got a hold of him on Twitter, we cleared everything out, and we ended up doing this. And I'm very excited for doing this, largely because I just thought it was really cute and he was going for something really cozy. And so that's really what I was trying to live up to. I was trying to do something that was not rustic, but it was warm and comfortable. So I chose a lot of dark wood tones. I chose dark paint. I chose, black appliances. I really tried to reduce the contrast as much as possible. So that's a lot of what we've got going on here today. I did struggle a little bit with the kitchen and with this counter placement, just because to me the kitchen felt so big that I was having a hard time filling the space. So you can see here I'm kind of playing with the island and the counters, and nothing really fit, largely because of those windows there. When I did the renovation, I wanted very much so to leave the doors, the windows, and most of the walls roughly the same. We took out some walls kind of in the back there when we first started, just because this was originally a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house, and I turned it into a single bedroom. You can kind of see that in the beginning there. So as I mentioned, I was having trouble filling in this kitchen. I grabbed the red shelf mod and basically every item I could think of that would fit in a kitchen. This gave me a lot of opportunity to practice with my clutter decorating and just understanding where things go and what that relation looks like. Really, I can't recommend enough for anyone who wants to get better at the cluttering. You really gotta practice it. The red shelf is a great mod for that, and I got a tutorial on it from Miss Griffey on her YouTube channel, which I will link down below. So definitely check that out if you're someone who likes to do clutter. If you would like to see Dikkiedoohdah's original for this house, his video is also going to be linked in the bottom. Show some love, you guys, because small YouTube channels, we're all trying really hard, and we all want to make this better for everybody. So let's support each other. I moved on to the dining room here, and I still wanted to stay with the low contrast, so finding all the right furniture for it. I didn't want it to necessarily match or to look like it came from a set, but I wanted it to still have that same coziness and that same sort of homey feel to it. We're moving on to the fireplaces, and this was kind of the key feature of what gave me inspiration from Dikkiedoohdah's video, was that I wanted to turn his back bedroom, which he had on the other side of this wall, into a living space, because I didn't feel like there was really much of a living space in his design. As cute as it was, I really wanted to open that up. At the same time, I am also a firm believer that there should always be one house bathroom. There should be one bathroom that's available for guests that you don't have to walk through a bedroom to get to. Even though I've lived in an apartment before where you had to walk through the bedroom to get to the bathroom, and I had guests over all the time, and they would tell me frequently how awkward it was to walk through someone else's bedroom. And I don't know if that's just my bedroom because I don't make my bed very often, or if that's just bedrooms in general. But yeah, so I'm a firm believer in having community bedrooms. community bathrooms. And that's what's on the other side of this door here is the second bathroom that was an ensuite is now open and available like for guests and whatnot. So I still feel like this room was too large, especially given that it was the open and community bathroom to it. So I tried to fill it with some different pieces in there. When and if you have laundry day pack, which I do not, that would actually be an excellent room to put a washer dryer or a countertop for a laundry room or a sort of mud space. I just don't have that pack. Here we've moved on to this little corner, and I wanted a little seating area, something where you could just kind of sit under a light with a little cup of tea and read yourself a nice quiet book. I don't know why I really wanted to go for the cozy feel to that, but it was very important to me to give it artwork that expressed that coziness. That was when it occurred to me that there was this artwork that I had put over in this walkway that just didn't fit anymore. So I moved that over to the other side and decided to work on this walkway a little bit more. I had seen a trick in a build, I think a James Turner build, but I could be wrong about that, where he put these cabinets down on the bottom to use them as like a console table or something else. And I just thought that was the coolest idea for like a little mudroom space to just toss your shoes, toss your coat, whatever you needed right as you came in the door. So I like that quite a bit. We moved on to the bedroom here, and I really wanted to stick with sort of a more earthy tone to it. Again, going for that muted sort of conversation is preferred, I think, with a decoration that's meant to be more on the calm side. So that was kind of the main focus on that one. I really wanted to play a lot with some of the eco lifestyle bits that we had, but they honestly just most of them didn't really fit all that well. I managed to get this dresser, which is so cute because you can add other things on top of it, like those little My Sim dolls or crystals or something. I didn't cheat those into here just so that way if you're someone who wants to get them yourself, you're more than welcome to do it. But it's very plain right now. This one we did keep the ensuite because, I love ensuite bathrooms, there has to be a community one too. I liked the decoration on this one. I went with this wallpaper even though it's kind of ugly because I really felt like it fit sort of this cozy vibe, and I know that I keep saying cozy a lot, but that's really what I feel is sort of like this place where a couple of senior citizens might just enjoy their retirement or something. At least that's kind of how I felt when Dikkiedoodah was explaining his motivation in building it, and so I really wanted to put a stamp on it in a very similar way. It's fun for me too to go through here and try to build something for other people and really sort of practice my building skills. On Facebook and on my Twitter, I did go ahead and ask if anybody wanted any requests or would like anything built for them, and you can find that on my Twitter as well, and that's kind of open for a lot of people because there's a lot of building skills and designs that I really want to practice with. So I think taking requests and commissions on that is a really great way for me to get that practice. But as I said, if you want to do that, just go ahead and hop on my Twitter and shoot me a DM, and we'll talk about what we want it to be and all that rigmarole. I have several speed builds coming up of requests that I'm quite excited for. And even if you're another small YouTuber, like, why don't we do a renovation of each other's work or something like that? I see no reason why we can't share with each other and build a cool community together. Like, if I like your stuff and you like mine. This is where I was talking about earlier about if you have laundry day, it'd be a really good idea to put a washer dryer in here here, as there's just so much space in this bathroom. It needs a lot more, and I just don't have the taps to satisfy it, frankly. That was the last piece for the inside. I spent probably half of this build just working on landscaping. I changed these front fences maybe 8 or 9 times. I changed the windows 8 or 9 times, just the paint of them. I didn't move them around or anything. You know, designing the patio, getting the landscaping right was not easy on this. It was hard to find things that really went with each other well. So yeah, you're gonna see me change that gate like 8 times. You're gonna see all of those things. Well, you can actually count them at a time. I'm still kind of a novice when it comes to landscaping. I watch a lot of landscaping tutorials in order to get a feel for what these things look like. So like I will increase the size of bushes or decrease just because in real life they're not all going to be the same size, and these are literally image copies of one another. So you know, you want a lot of variety in there. You want some color mixing in there. You want just something a little more wild, a little bit more landscaped. Oh man, that fountain did not fit, but I could not find anything else. It wasn't until much later in my landscaping that I ended up finding. I would like to say that the mailbox is the last step in here, the trash can, the finishing touch on this one, but honestly, I still wasn't done with the patio and with the landscaping. I think the entire build took me probably close to an hour and a half, and a good half of that time was just spent on this patio because I just couldn't let it go in such a simple way. So I'm digging through everything in order to try and make this back patio work. Ultimately, by the end of it, I'm pretty comfortable with how it turned out, and I ended up pulling the color scheme that we used in the back to the front, and I was just so pleased with that decision and brightening everything up in order to really, again, reduce the contrast, because it's so much more calming and so much more cozy to have something that's not constantly at, you know, such a high distinction from all of the things around it. So yeah, in conclusion, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. There was a lot of work that I had to do on the landscaping, and I'm very proud of all the practice that I could get with shelving units and countertop decor, clutter. So I really hope that when Mr. Dikkiedoodah sees this, he is very happy with the renovation that we did, and I hope that he feels that I was true to, oh look, a red square. Mr. Dikkiedoodah, if you like it, please leave a little comment for me, or a plus or a thumbs up, I guess is how these things work. It was a pleasure, and yeah, so this is our house. For the rest of you simmers, please like and subscribe. If you hit the bell, you'll get notification of all of our speed builds. Until then, I will see you guys shortly, and yeah, give me some comments to come back to. Love you. See you on the flip side.